What are the consequences of a history of eviction? There are a number of possible consequences for someone with a history of eviction on his or her record or credit report. One of the major issues that may come up for someone is an inability to find a place that will rent him or her an apartment. Even if he or she can find an apartment, the property owner may require a larger deposit or require the renter have a cosigner for the apartment. Having a prior eviction can also damage a person's credit report, and so he or she may find difficulty getting credit cards or even finding employment. A history of eviction typically comes about due to someone being evicted from an apartment or other leased housing due to one of a number of issues. Eviction can come about due to failure to pay rent, a violation of the terms of the lease, or a refusal by someone to vacate a rented property after the end of a lease. Depending on the nature of a person's eviction history, the potential consequences can range quite a bit in severity. While eviction may not legally allow a person to completely deny someone a rental opportunity, it can certainly alter the person's eligibility for future rentals. Someone with a history of eviction on his or her record will always want to be honest about it when discussing a possible renting opportunity. If someone lies about having an eviction, and a background check shows that he or she does an eviction, then a property owner is well within his or her rights to deny a renter due to misrepresentation on a rental application. Depending on fair renting laws in a region, having an eviction may not be enough to preclude someone from future rentals, but it can certainly make rental more difficult. Many property owners may require someone with a history of eviction pay a greater security deposit before moving into an apartment. The owner may also require a cosigner or roommate who has a better credit report and does not have a history of eviction. All of these factors can make it far more difficult for someone who has been evicted to find a new rental property. Since an eviction can have a negative impact on a person's credit rating, the eviction can also affect other opportunities. Someone with poor credit may not be able to lease a new car or receive credit cards. Certain employers will also run a background report and check a person's credit rating before hiring, especially if the job would include security or money handling. Law enforcement agencies often will not hire someone with a very poor credit rating because financial difficulties can indicate a candidate who may be more likely to accept a bribe or otherwise take money illegally.